beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit of a cold, so I may sound a little bit croaky and sniffly, so I apologise for that. So today I'm going to be helping you guys out a little bit. Recently, me and my family went to Rome. If you haven't seen my Rome vlogs, please go check them out because I love them so much. So today I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of help if you were to ever go to Rome. So let's get into it. Number one is to save. You need quite a lot of spending money when you go there. It's an expensive city. Wherever you go, everything is going to cost a little bit more. People do say that you can go a road back from the main street and you will get like better deals. But if you're going as a family, it can be quite expensive for the mum and dad who's paying or whatever. Every meal cost about 30 euros, except for breakfast because we got that with the hotel. But lunch and dinner, maybe dinner was probably a little bit more expensive. Lunch was about 30 euros for the three of us, which if you're on your own, 10 euros for a meal, not that bad. But if you're in a family, like I went with my family, it can be a little bit expensive. So be prepared to spend a lot of money when you're over there. It's not just the food either. Places to get into like the Colosseum, the Vatican City and the museums that you need to pay for. You need to be prepared to spend a bit of money once you are over there. Tip number two is to do your research. I cannot fathom this enough. You need to do your research, plan an itinerary, plan your days, make sure you have so much to do. I feel like I will never go to Rome ever again. I loved it, but it's like a tick. Like, I've done that, amazing, now I need to go somewhere else. So in order to get the most out of the city, you need to plan. And that's what I did. We were there for 5-6 days and I planned every single day what we were doing, how to get from each place to each place and how to get the bus times and where to go for food around the areas we were visiting. I was really organised with this and I've got to say it did pay off because I took my itinerary out with me every single day and we followed it and we had the best days ever. So you need to research where you're going each day, how much that's going to cost to go in, where you're going to go for lunch around the area and how you're going to get there. Tip number 3 is to book your tickets online. This is another one I cannot fathom enough, is to book your tickets online. It is so much easier. We skipped past so many queues because we booked our tickets online. Book your tickets online and then you print off the tickets, or you either go to a box office at the place and collect your tickets. And once you've got your tickets, you can just go in. Whereas if you don't book your tickets online, you are struck with the queues for buying tickets when you're there. And the queues weren't that bad when we were there because we went in February. It's not like a busy time of year there. But if you were to go in the summertime, I can imagine those queues are a good 2 hours long. Like, you don't want to be queuing for hours. Also, I would advise you skip the line tickets if you can afford them and you're going in the summer, because the queues again are massive in the summer. Not in February though. February was really good. I think we got lucky, like really lucky, because we skipped by every queue wherever we went in, and that's because I booked tickets online. Tip number 4. This is the one downside about Rome, is salespeople. You will get so harassed by salespeople. Buy this, selfie stick, water, umbrella. So much stuff that you just don't want and they charge extortionately for it and you're like, no. But just be prepared to be harassed by them. When we went to the Vatican City, it was really bad. When we walked into St. Peter's Square, there was so many people. They were just like, skip the line, skip this, skip this. Book your tickets online and you will just walk past everyone, just politely just be like, no thanks. Or by the end of it, I got really annoyed, so I just ignored everyone. At one point, I went to go take a picture of St. Peter's Basilica and about 5 people came up to me at once and I was like, guys, I literally just want to take a picture. So yeah, be prepared to be harassed by salespeople. And because they are working on commission, it's going to be a little bit more pricier. So book your tickets online. Tip 5. My dad doesn't like the metro, so we use the buses. Do not be scared to use the buses. They were a lifesaver. At the beginning of the week, me, my mum and dad, we went over to Tourist Information and they were so lovely and helpful. I think it's because they work by commission, but they were so lovely and helpful, and they all speak English, everything's in English as well, and we bought a weekly ticket for the bus, metro and the tram. It all comes in one, and that was €24 each, which I think for a weekly bus ticket is really not that bad. It's about £21–22, and you can use the bus, the tram and the metro all on this one ticket. They're really easy to use. The bus stops have all of the stops on them. All the bus stops have names, so wherever you're staying, the closest bus stop, make sure you know the name of the bus stop, so whenever you go out for the day on the bus and you want to get back, you know exactly where to get off. Bus stops are really helpful because they have all the different numbered buses and where they go. It has in a circle where you are. Everything above that is where the bus has been. Everywhere below it is where the bus is going. So it's really simple to work out where the bus is going. Just look underneath it. And with us, we would just look up at the bus stop, see what bus is going to the Termini station, and just look out for that bus. There may be multiple buses going to wherever you're going, so just get on any of them. Tip number 6. This we got very angry at the end of the trip. We got sprung up by tourist tax. €60 we had to pay at the end of our trip. Good job we had that, otherwise I don't know what would have happened. We thought when we booked our holiday that we had paid for tourist tax already. However, when we got there and we went to check out and leave, we just went to go put the key on the desk and was like, bye. And then he was like, just a second, we just got to see if you got to pay tourist tax. And we were like, what? He brought up all of this paperwork and we were like, right, okay. And then he brought up the bill, €60 we had to pay. Well, my dad had to pay, thank you Dad. It is €4 per person per day. I don't agree with it, but it's something you have to pay for and there's no getting out of it. So be prepared to pay for tourist tax. You might be able to pay for it in advance at your travel agents or wherever you're booking it. However, most of the time you have to pay it at the hotel at the end of the trip. Oh my lord, it is hot sat here. Right, so I really hope these tips and tricks helped you, because I would have wanted to know these tips before I went to Rome, so I hope these help you out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe and comment on, share all of that jazz down there. I love you so much. Bye!